Hi, this is Pim from Smart Diabetics Academy. Today I'm going to show you how we reverse diabetes with the Smart Blood Sugar solution. So this is a new program that is being released on the 29th of April so that I can help more people reverse their diabetes quicker. And in this program you will learn a lot about type 2 diabetes and also about the different types of medications that are commonly prescribed, what they do and how they affect your blood sugar. But even more importantly, I wanted this program to be very practical. So each week we are tracking different things, and if you go through the videos each week and do the homework, you will have your perfect diabetes diet figured out by the end of week 5. And to help you along the way, there are a bunch of resources that you can access and use as well if you want to. So we have food lists, we have different tables, there are other there are other tools that you can use in there, but there are a couple of tools that I want to show you here. So this is the Smart Blood Glucose Diary that we're using, and you don't have to use this diary, you can use your own if you like to, but this one's quite handy. So what we want to know is you can fill in what day and time. So today it's here now when I'm filming this is the 18th of March and it's 7 p.m. for example, and then you just take your blood sugar right before you're eating, and that might be 90. You fill in what you're eating. I'm eating steak and garlic butter. And the more detailed you are, the better, just in case something is going a little bit wonky. You might want to specify I'm eating steak and it's 300 grams and garlic butter 3 tablespoons. So now you have all the details and you can fill in as much as you like. 2 hours after the meal you want to measure again, and maybe it's actually still elevated. Let's say that it is 110. In that case you want to check it again, and we check it after 3 hours and it has gone down to 100, which we can assume is very close to baseline, even though it was 90 when we started. And that's all you have to do, which is fairly simple. So that was the food diary, and just to keep you on track and taking notes. And then you can either use the knowledge that you gain during week 1 and bring that to the food diary to start twisting and changing things around so that you get your perfect blood sugar the way that you want it to be. Obviously it's not going to happen on day 1, but by the end of the first week when you're doing this, I want to see that your blood sugar has gone down and are fairly close to normal. But maybe they're still elevated and that's okay. But what we want to see is a consistency. We don't want to see the spikes up and down. We want to see quite a level line when we're looking at the blood sugar. So you can either do that yourself, or you can just take this food diary because you can't be bothered to do that. You bring it to one of our coaching sessions and I will help you with going through everything, looking at what's what does it look like, is this normal, do we need to change anything, whatever it might be. I can sort it out for you. And I'm also using this tracking sheet that I want to show you. So this is the tracking sheet and I have already filled it in a little bit, so you don't have to use this. I'm using this as a tool when we have data over like a month's time, just to see how it's changing. So here this is before you're eating anything, it's the green line. 2 hours after the meal is the red line, and 3 hours after the meal is the blue line. And then you will get this trend to see how it goes. So if these are your numbers, let's say that your numbers are actually elevated. So it's 110, 105, 115, 110, 101, apparently 110, and we can remove these, we don't need them. So this is what it looks like, and then it starts slowly starting to go down. 95, 91, 96, 90, and so on. So we can see that there is a trend here and it's going down, and that's what we want to see. Ideally, we want to get to the 90s and 100s within a week, but not everyone can get there. So if you've been insulin resistant and had diabetes for 30 years, maybe it will take you a little bit longer than a week. But what you generally will see, as I just mentioned before, is that you will see less spikes in your blood sugar. So that is what you will see in the other lines of 2 hours after your meals, that it will be kind of consistent, and it won't be up and down depending on what you have been eating the meal before. So this tracking sheet is primarily for me to use, but it's also available in the resources section for you if you like to play around with this sort of thing. I know some of you people, you are quite nerdy like me, so you like to see that line, and in that case you can just take it, download it and play around with it, put your numbers in there. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine, you don't have to do that. So that's literally how I'm tracking your numbers and making sure that your blood sugar is stable, or that it's getting more and more stabilized at a lower level than where you started. Obviously, if you come from a low carbohydrate diet already and you're just joining the program because you can't really get a grip on it, then maybe you won't see such a big jump. But what we can do is look at the stable numbers and actually figure out what foods are good for you. But if you're coming from a high carbohydrate diet, you will see a big shift in your numbers, which is really exciting and motivating when you're doing this. And the good thing is that you don't have to do this for very long. So it's not like you're going to have to fill in this food diary forever. A few weeks should be enough for most people. And we only do it in the beginning to kind of dial in where your diet's at and where it needs to be and how to change things. Once you know that, you're usually fairly stable. There are other factors that can affect how you're producing your own carbohydrates, etc., stress response, blah blah blah. Those things will always play in, but in terms of diet, we can dial it in pretty well just using a food diary, basically. And then in week 3, unless there is a reason not to, we will go all in ketogenic diet and keep tracking things. And I have videos where I'm talking you through common side effects. So things that usually happen when you go keto is that if you're on medication, your blood sugar might go a little bit too low. Obviously, I'm not a medical professional, so you need to work with your doctor as well, but even so, even when you do, things might happen, so you need to keep an eye on that. Common side effects of headaches, tiredness, cramping, gastrointestinal issues, loss of appetite, etc. So there are videos on all of that. I'm talking you through what to do if you have different conditions and what different side effects you have, and I urge you to watch them before you go full keto, just so that you know what to do in case it happens, so that you have an idea about, oh, I'm starting to get a headache, maybe I should try this before it goes too far, for example. So all of these issues are usually gone within a week, so it's not like they're going to be there forever. And in the 4th week, we're actually starting to tweak things a little bit. So your blood sugar should now have stabilized where it's going to be, so your new lowish normal. And we can easily start spotting problem areas that are a bit more stubborn. So that could be things, one of the most common things that you might know about is that the dawn phenomenon. Like you wake up in the morning and you haven't eaten for hours and your blood sugar is high. We can deal with those kind of things. And then in the last week, there's a lot of things happening. So that's where we get to look ahead a bit, so that we are exploring your relationship with food, what you want it to look like in the future once your diabetes is reversed, and how you want to get there without falling off the wagon again. Because you don't want to go back to the diet that you had previously, because then your diabetes is most likely going to come back. So we want to have a look at and have a plan for you what you want to do in the future. If you want to stay on a keto diet, that's fine, but some people don't want to do that. And there are ways of getting around that, but still eating a lowish carbohydrate diet, which is probably ideal for everyone. And we also address things like sleep, stress management, those kind of things that can affect your blood sugar. And then in the end, we are creating your, I want to call it the smart life plan, so that you know exactly what to do in what situation, when things are happening, etc. And this is basically you graduating from the Smart Diabetics Academy. I'll send you a diploma. No, I won't, but that's literally what we are doing. And you will have your own personalized roadmap that you can follow down the road. So that's pretty much the whole process that this program takes you through. And throughout this process, you can obviously, you're getting 3 sessions with me for free, so you can use them however you want, whenever you want, within 6 months. So if this is something that you think will help you, I would urge you to sign up right now before the program goes live, using the discount code that you will find down in the description for a massive discount. So once this program is live on the 29th of March this month, this discount code will be replaced with something else. So if this is something that you have been thinking about, go and sign up now on the link in the description. Otherwise, you will probably not get such a good deal. So if you're watching this after the 29th of March 2021, you will most likely find a different kind of offer in the description, which I'm sure is great as well, but it won't be as good as this one. So this is because I'm just launching it now, so it's a new thing and it's something that I want to promote, and I want to give all of you who actually really need this and have been looking for something like this the opportunity of doing it for half the price. And just to remind you as well, when you purchase any program from me, you will get 3 coaching sessions with me for free, because I want to make sure that you are doing it right and that you are getting the results that you want. And I will do whatever I can to help you get there. So don't be scared that, oh, I can't follow this or whatever. If you need help, I'm there. And if you need to contact me on email, I'm there. Okay? I want you to succeed. That's why I'm doing this. And just as a wee guarantee as well, if your blood sugar does not improve after you implement the changes in this program, and you're doing the things that I'm suggesting, you take advantage of the free coaching with me, you come and speak to me when you have problems. If you see no difference in your blood sugar, I'm gonna give you your money back. All I'm asking is that you try, so you literally have nothing to lose, other than your diabetes, of course. So if you've been thinking about it, just do it. You have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. So I hope to see you on the inside. Bye!